We do one in our backyard.
Yeah.
We run the hose, build up a wall around there for the plastic cans. My mom liked to see sometimes. They were very good at it. And there was one at the elementary school all the time.
Oh man.
That actually was more fun because we got to in elementary school. I was never supposed to do that anymore, so I was in trouble. So, anyway. It is, oh, it's 4 o'clock.
Don't want that. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Doing all right. I've been working out, like with weights.
Yeah.
I really feel good after I'm done.
Yeah. I actually have been too. It's like it's a whole different feeling than just cardio. Yeah.
And so I do my hour of walking, and then I work out with weights.
Yeah.
6 days a week, and I rest 1 day. It's a different workout each day.
Good.
And I'm following a program that's called Ripped in 90 Days. So we'll see if I'm
Right,
ripped
so
or
you
not.
ripped, okay.
Whether or not I'm ripped, I just feel really good when I walk out of there. I do the workout, I take a shower.
Yeah. But wait, we can go. You go to the gym? Or?
I just go to Nana.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's $175 a year. I can use it all anytime I want. It's amazing. Hey, Joe.
Hey, Bill.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Get one of those.
I just let what comes up. I don't need to speaking to you.
Okay,
I
so.
always want to fill out my card.
And
Oh.
several hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was a little one.
Actually. A very cute two pencils.
There you go.
Look at that cute one. That's cute. That's what I'm looking for. There it is. Oh, okay.
What's the title today, Richard?
What's that?
What's the title today?
What's our purpose?
What's your purpose?
That wasn't good. Waked everybody up.
You really did.
It's right.
I know, that game.
I mean, they kind of gave me the last minute when I spoke last week.
And that's,
It was nicer than what the curse. Many people are watching the Lions game.
well, that's what a lot of people are
I
saying.
was watching it, but I'm here.
That's right. That's pretty good.
I know my priorities.
She had it laying on her phone. She's been watching.
I have to keep the score. I don't have a play, but I have the score on there. You know, this is a priority.
Minor technical difficulties.
Sorry, Valerie's not here, but I do like hearing these two guys.
Oh, I know.
I do like Valerie.
She's fabulous. It's so much.
Three bands.
And then the other one, her voice is
Oh, Jen.
yeah.
And
She's
then other one. She's very good. I've heard her. I've heard Valerie and LeRoy together.
The stars in our eyes, under the sky, singing all the names of the river joy. When you fall asleep, sleep well, sleep deep. Dreams are always sweet on the river Jordan. And in the morning you'll see the light pouring through the trees, shining like a diamond on the river Jordan. so free. You and me in the river in the morning. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Corey. Family's battling got consumed by football this afternoon, so graciously is filling in. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I was going to say, is there something going on this afternoon?
Yeah, Giants game.
I'm just kidding. Well, they'll be watching later on, and welcome to our virtual watchers right now, and welcome to all of you who came out into the cold and came to the fellowship service. Thanks for being here. Let's stand together and sing our first song together, Prayer of the Child of Love, right on the front of your songbook.
Here's one.
Father, Mother, God, your kingdom come, your holy will be wholly done. Spirit, source of love, you flow through me, your loving child, eternally. Every day, in every way, amen. Every day, I will pray again. Father, Mother, God, your kingdom come, your holy will be wholly done. Spirit, source of love, you flow through me, your loving child, eternally. Everywhere, let love be there. Amen. Everywhere, this my prayer again. Father, Mother, God, your kingdom come, your holy will be wholly done. Spirit, source of love, you flow through me, your loving child, eternally.
Thank you, and please be seated. I invite you to close your eyes and just begin to relax. Let's have our 3 deep fellowship breaths together with an audible ah on the out breath. Breathe in. Breathing in. And breathing in. And as you follow your breath, relaxing more and more with each out breath. If these words resonate with you, I invite you to take them on as your own. I affirm the eternal nature of my being. I am a continuous, eternal state of becoming, never-ending expansion of divine love. My heart is filled with appreciation for all of the good in my life. And I am so blessed for each and every moment of this wonderful life of mine. I appreciate all the contrast and challenges, easily finding the gifts, they call it goods, of every lesson that is revealed to me. I see old patterns, thoughts, and behaviors and transform them easily into wise and supportive patterns that enrich my life. I know that I am healed and whole, perfect and complete, one with the divine love that surrounds us and moves through us into this world. Everything is always working out for me. Each night before I go to sleep, my heart fills with gratitude. And each morning I wake up filled with energy, happy, enthusiastic, with a fresh new outlook on a brand new day. And as I walk through each day, I see only love, hear only love, and speak only love. And together we say, and so it is. Thank you. And now we have some special music.
Man. It's been fun playing music with Matt, starting prepping for the Christmas party, and then him coming to join me at the last minute here when I found out there was a football party that was captivating me. And anyway, this is a song that Matt brought, shared, and it's I asked Richard before when we got here what his theme was, and I'm not going to spoil Richard, but it has to do with finding your purpose. And this song was written by Paul Simon, and it sort of originated with his quest for finding purpose and meaning and pursuing his passions and being inspired to go to Africa to record with African musicians that were, it really inspired him. And on the heels of a divorce, breakup with Art Garfunkel, his musical partner, and a failed album, he bucked the system to follow this inner pulse, inner rhythm, if you will, to follow his purpose. And he actually broke the law. We were boycotting South Africa at the time, but he pursued and went and recorded for a couple weeks. And his album that came out of this is one of the songs on that album, and it became Album of the Year in 1987.
Rhythm of the Saints.
If he was told not to do, if he followed other people's expectations, it wouldn't have happened probably. So, take that.
Those whose face was as black as the night, in the pale yellow moonlight shone in his eyes. His path was marked by the stars of the southern hemisphere.
story about how that all came about, too, and perfect for the topic today. So, one more song before our speaker. If we want to stand, please. We're going to sing Loving Service on page 6.
Our loving service builds our community, and it reminds us that we are one. The love we offer to one another supports the justice that is to come. With loving service to one another and reaching out to others in need. When we commit to helping each other, we find divine love is guaranteed. All to the vision of life before us, and keep our spirits aligned with love. With open hearts we greet one another and watch the flight of the peaceful cloud.
You can stay standing and greet your neighbor.
Neighbor.
Howdy.
Neighbor.
I'm going to introduce our speaker this afternoon, Richard Lassin, and as always, he has something for us to contribute to his talk today and to participate with. So in your packet, you'll find 2 blank cards, and he'll be guiding you on what those are all about. Let's welcome Richard.
Good afternoon. Well, when Mary asked me to speak today, it was probably back in December, and who would have thought that the Detroit Lions would still be in the playoffs? You know, just like I would be home watching today, but here I am. You know, it wasn't long ago. I remember when they were 0-16. You know, and it's like miracles do happen. You know, things change, and maybe that's something to consider. So I'd like to start out with doing some mindfulness, and then we'll transcend into more of a standard meditation. So why don't you get yourself, sit in your chair, and just with your eyes open, try to look at the things around you without judgment. Do you see the colors and the shapes, the different things, the people? Just to be fully present and to see what's in front of you. You can look up towards the ceiling. What do you see? Now we'll turn towards listening. What do you hear? Can you hear the air coming through the vent? Someone's breathing? Silence? It's effort to be fully present in the moment. How are you feeling? You feel cold? What's going on with your body? To feel that. This is a technique about being able to be fully present. And when we do that, there's not thoughts about the future or worries or laments about the past. It's a technique about how to live well. And so often in my own life, is that I could be up here talking to you and thinking about something else, and not being fully present. And I can tell you this, is that healing only occurs in the present moment. Healing doesn't occur in the future or the past. It's all that we have is this time together. And how rare it is for many people, including myself, to be fully here in that moment. To give up any thoughts about what we're supposed to be doing tonight, what you did last night, to let all that go. So let's move towards a little meditation. Get yourself nice and comfortable, and you can close your eyes if you like. It's not mandatory. Just to breathe and feel the breath moving through your nose and mouth, the expansion of your lungs, the coolness that it brings. To be able to feel that. So important that when we're troubled, to be able to remember that our breath and to concentrate on breath. When thoughts invariably arise, we can watch them as if they were clouds in the sky just passing by, and return our concentration, our focus, back into our simple breath. Here we find peace. Our body is still. Our mind is still. So often it's a practice of learning how to find peace. As with anything, practice means we can get better. Find the peace of God within you. That place of connection where all things are possible. To be open to the infinite and the beauty of creation of which you are a part. There's nothing that needs to be done right now. There are no worries, no concerns. Just peace. How hard it is for many of us, including me, just to be at peace. Working on that. Okay, let's kind of come back to the world of form and substance. Oh, when I was talking about the Detroit Lions, and I went and looked at their website, and it's an interesting website. It's like many of NFL teams. They have these pull-down tabs, and they tell you about the team and injury reports and how you can buy tickets. But you know what's not there? There is no mission statement of why they are there. What's their purpose? And I can only think of one purpose that they have, to win the Super Bowl. And you would think that would be plastered on everything they do and say. It would be on the walls in the locker room, and every person in the organization would be focused upon that objective. And we'll see. And by the way, if anybody's listening, tell us what the score is, because they're playing right now. Last I heard, they were 3-3 or something like that. 10-9. I'm glad somebody's watching, you know. So I looked at, you know, I like the idea of having, you know, a mission statement. It's an objective. It's a destination, and I can't get somewhere unless I have a destination in mind. And so I looked at a few other websites and just see what they had to say. And I'll read to you some of them. Some of you may agree with them, maybe not. But I went and looked at Goldman Sachs, the large investment company. And this is what they say, their mission statement. Our clients always come first. We serve them through a global network powered by partnership, integrity, and a shared purpose of advancing sustainable economic growth and financial opportunity. I just love the first statement. Our clients always come first. That hasn't always been the case, but I like the idea, is that when something comes up, we could always go back to this mission statement. And are we conducting ourselves so that the clients are always coming first? I looked at General Motors, and they eloquently, in just a few words, said their mission statement was driving the world forward together. I thought that was quite eloquent. I looked at Ford Motor Company. They don't have a mission statement on their website. Interesting. I volunteer over at the Allen Neighborhood Center over on Kalamazoo Street, and I looked at their website, and I'll read to you what they wrote. Allen Neighborhood Center serves as a dynamic hub where Lansing's East Side neighbors access resources to improve their health and well-being, expand their capacity to seize job and entrepreneurial opportunities, create a strong sense of place, belonging, and community pride, and build a safe, sustainable, and thriving neighborhood. You know, someone sat down and really thought about, why are we here? What is our purpose? And you know, what's nice is that it could change. You know, maybe something else would come into mind. But it puts into words the purpose that they serve. Now, I looked at the fellowship's website, and I didn't see a mission statement per se, but I did see learning, living, love together. And I thought that this might be a good time for us to revisit that. And you'll find in your packet an index card. And I'd like you to take the opportunity to think about and write down a mission statement for the fellowship. And I'll collect them. You don't have to sign it or anything. I'll read a few, and we'll just take a few minutes and put that down and see what we come up with. I think the idea is to collect these and then make a decision about how we could eloquently express the purpose of the fellowship in a sentence or two. And what would that look like? So I'm going to take a drink of water. I'll give you a couple of minutes, and then I'll collect them, and we'll read a few, and then we'll move on, okay? So it doesn't have to be elaborate, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I'd like to pick other people's brains about, why are we here? What are we doing? How would you be able to tell somebody that you met about what the fellowship was about? What would you say? What would that look like? How would it feel? To convey concisely those words that reflect our highest intention. I see so many people scribbling things down. It's great. Give you another minute or so. And I thought maybe we could, write all these down and let people see them sometime, or put it in the e-announcements of what people think. Come to a consensus maybe of what a good mission statement would be. Julie, would you mind collecting them? You got two of them? Okay. Keep one for yourself. We're going to do another one later on. Okay. Thank you. So I'll read you a few. We're here as a community something, I can't read the writing, our conscious contact with source of God, of our own understanding. Create positive space for creation and compassionate living and expression. Like that. Supporting the spiritual community through presentations and music, loving kindness. May we all gather together, connected in spiritual love. To continue to develop and sustain thoughtful and loving hearts, minds, and lives. A dynamic, thoughtful spiritual community striving to create positive spiritual growth individually and locally, worldwide, and universally. Loving and evolving together. It's really nice. Inviting in all who are seeking truth. Welcome, loving spiritual community, connecting services, food, songs, and learning opportunities. A couple more. I won't read them all. Our members come first. We offer spiritual enrichment, community, love, and support. Some good things to think about. And I like what you wrote. So the next part is that you have a second card in your packet. And what would be your personal mission statement? What is your purpose? And this is for your eyes only. I'm not going to collect them and read them or anything. But it's to provide clarity, to have some time to to think about the greater purpose that we serve. And it could be quite varied, and it's all okay. So if you take a minute and just write down something about what your personal mission statement might look like. It might be a spiritual statement, or it could be something much different. Without judgment, I mean, someone might have a mission statement that I'd like to be financially independent within the next year. Or maybe I'd like to have better health, or be involved in a great relationship. All those are fine. There's no wrong answer. So take a minute and just kind of write down what your statement is about what purpose is for your life. And you know what's nice about this is that can change, and that's okay too. So the question is, okay, so we define something that we want to achieve or become and move towards. How exactly do we do that? How many people have ever seen the movie In Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith? Yeah, and that was a great movie. I mean, it's a hard movie to watch because Will Smith is with a son who's a young boy, and he's basically homeless. And he's struggling really hard to just try to, make enough money to stay out of the shelters at night. And sometimes he has to sleep in a bathroom in a train station or whatever, and it's hard. And one day he's walking the streets of New York, and this sports car pulls up alongside him in front of a building. And this guy gets out, and he looks at it and he says, "I want to know how did you manage to do that?" And the movie unfolds is that he was an investment banker. And he says, "I'd like to learn how to do that." And it started a new path for him. Although it wasn't a simple one, he took this path, to try to obtain something, a goal that he would like to achieve. And I think that's part of the key about getting to where our mission statement is that if we really would like to have financial freedom, find somebody who has done that and talk to them. Go out to lunch with them. If you want a great relationship, talk to somebody who has a great relationship and find out what they did. If you want better health, talk to somebody who has great health. If we want more spiritual enlightenment, maybe the opportunity to sit down and talk and have lunch with somebody who you consider to be spiritually enlightened. What are the things that we can learn? Mentorship is a really great way of passing on knowledge from one person to another. And it's key to be able to do that if we're going to have real growth. Being able to figure this all out on our own is a lot harder. But I think most people, like Will Smith experienced, talk to someone who has done what you want to do. Don't have to do it alone. So tonight, when you go home, I'd like you to take your mission statement and tape it to your bathroom mirror. And when you're brushing your teeth in the morning, think about the words, the thoughts, and the actions that are about to appear in your life. Are they in alignment to the goals that you would achieve? And so often in my own life, that isn't always true. If I was to take, someone said, people have 30 to 40,000 different thoughts in the course of a day. And if I put them all out and wrote them out and put them on a table, they would be certifiable. And so by having the statement, it starts to align those thoughts towards the goal. If I want to be a kind, decent human being, shouldn't every thought, word, and action be in parallel to that mission statement? Am I willing to challenge all the pernicious negative thoughts that go through my head that are counterproductive to the goal I would achieve? So I believe in practical spirituality. If our time together is nothing more than reading dusty old tomes about something, that if there isn't really power in our words, in our thoughts, in our actions, I don't see this being a compelling way to spend Sunday afternoon. But I believe firmly that we can change our lives we can have better in our lives. Are we willing to do the steps that are necessary to do it? Are we willing to challenge all the thoughts that don't take us where we want to go? So, I think about the Detroit Lions. Go back to them, and I think, wow, maybe next week they'll be playing again, and we'll be getting updates while someone else is standing up here. But 10. It's halftime, so I won't keep you. Maybe we can get home and still catch part of the game. It's nice to see you all, and I wish you well on your journey to whatever goal it is that you would pursue. Thank you.
It's been a long time, but on page 35, we find our thoughts, our prayers. Yay! Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Take charge of what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer.
Thank you, Richard. That was a great and thought-provoking message. This is the time in our service when we stop and fill our hearts with gratitude for all the love, all the blessings and gifts in our lives. It's a time when we bring into our consciousness the fellowship, this wonderful community that we all enjoy, and how it can move forward with financial stability, and remembering how appreciated your donations are. Truly, truly appreciated. So John's going to bring around the basket. Also remember to put your prayer cards in. And we'll sing together, I Am Grateful.
Sing with me. Grateful, I am grateful. Grateful, I am grateful. Grateful, I am grateful. Grateful, I am grateful.
I invite you to read with me the blessing of our tithes and offerings on the front of your bulletin. The light of divine love shines eternally, blessing and multiplying our tithes and offerings. I joyously give, knowing I always have enough to share and to spare. Thank you so much. And we'll also close our eyes one more time and go within to hold close in our hearts all those beautiful beings listed on the prayer cards this afternoon. people and beloved pets and conditions and situations that are in our hearts for healing. And we affirm together that all is well. We know in our minds and in our hearts that everyone listed in this basket, every being, is healthy and whole, safe, clearly in resolving any issues with clarity and wisdom. And together we say, and so it is. Thank you. LeRoy and Matt?
You like to do the MSU fight song?
They did win today.
They won.
Once you get the hang of the chorus, feel free to join in on this one.
for being here this afternoon. And thank all of you who are watching as well, and all those who will watch in the future. A reminder that we have a Fellowship YouTube channel. All of our services are posted on the channel, and we'd like for you to subscribe. I feel like I'm one of those. Please like and subscribe. But it helps us reach more people. So thank you. Thank you, Richard, for your wonderful talk. And thank you, Matt and LeRoy, and also Corey, for your beautiful music. I have a few announcements as well today before we form our Peace Circle. This coming Saturday, the 27th, from 10 to 1, we have a mediumship tools workshop at the fellowship office. And there's one individual session left in the afternoon. If anyone's interested in that, please let me know. That should be a lot of fun and very interesting. Carolyn Waterstrat is the medium who will be teaching the workshop, and we've had her in the past a couple times now, and she's very good. We have potluck next Sunday. Julie's Healing Movements class on Monday evenings, afternoons, 4:30 still? 4:30. Okay, and Healthy Living with Barb Kinsey. What is the topic this coming Wednesday?
It's about Alzheimer's.
Okay.
And the new topic is going to be posted to watch. It's about sugar.
Okay, the new video.
Yeah, it'll be in the e-news.
Okay, thank you. Waldemar Walk, yes. First Sunday in February, that would be the 4th. We also have a Valentine's Day fundraiser dinner planned in February. More details to come once we confirm the date. There's a suggestion box in the hall with some paper and pencil out there. I dug it out from the back storage area. We had it before. I checked it for probably 4 to 6 weeks and never found anything in it, but it's out there for anyone who has a suggestion for the fellowship. And now I'm going to introduce our president of the steering committee, Reverend Julie Dillon, who wants to announce something.
Hello, everyone. Next week, we would like to have a membership meeting right after service. So would love for you to stay for just a few minutes. And we're going to discuss that the office lease will be expiring. So we're looking at some other ideas. So we would love you just to come and we could just share more of what's going on. And we've got some ideas that are possibilities that we might be able to be right here. So we can discuss that more. And we'll have more information too next week. So if you can stay just for a few minutes, and it'll just be a short membership meeting. So, and everyone's welcome. Okay, thanks.
Is potluck?
Yes.
Potluck is next Sunday, and we're talking about the following Sunday for the February 4th.
Oh,
Why
did
don't
I
you
say
just
the
do
wrong
it
date?
together? More people
Well, we need to have 2 weeks' notice.
Oh, yeah, I didn't do the date.
Yeah.
I thought you meant next week.
Yeah. So, Peace Circle? Tiny Peace Circle.
This makes the bond tighter. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be.
with God as creator. Family are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joy